Welcome to the Fandom Foundry, and this is the best thing this week. I am Todd Oxtra. Folks, it's been a few weeks. My mom was visiting, just things got crazy, complicated, but I was doing a lot of cool things. So if you were doing some cool things and we missed out on that, please let us know. But I am live tonight with Clint Coombs from Spreading the Nerd. Clint, have you settled on a spelling of your name?
When I'm on here, it's my God-given, proper government name. But yeah, when I'm on Spreading the Nerd, it's whatever coffee barista or whatever misspells my name, because apparently Clint is a very awkward name to spell. So you never know what you're going to get.
Kind of weird when you hear that, because I'm like, I don't know what that's that hard sound, the hard sound. So it's like, which direction to go to, and I'm like thinking, there's probably more names with C, like Chris and Colin, or what's another good C name?
What have I gotten? I mean, Clinton always, Clinton. Even after I say Clint, for some reason I always get Cliff. I get Cliff.
Oh, because Cliff is such a common name these days.
Yeah, and I get Cliff. I get Flint, like or Quint, like from Jaws.
I like those names.
Yeah. I don't mind them. So when people say it, I'm just like, at this point, I'm just like, whatever. I go with the flow. I'm just like, I don't care.
Yes. Well, you know what? Like I said, I don't know a lot of like guys with K names. There's like Kevin is typically like the main K name I can think of. Yeah. Hey, Nissa. Glad to see you. Hopefully your apartment is all settled in. I know the bad thing, one of the worst things about moving is always the packing and then the unpacking and then the not knowing where to put boxes. Does anybody really like the label boxes, and do you get it right?
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, hopefully you're able to downsize and get to the right spot, and good luck to you this week. Hopefully moving is not part of your life next week. So Clint, it's like I said, we're gonna a lot to talk about because it's been a couple weeks. Excited to talk about a few things that happened long ago, but some things just happened. So since we're gonna kick it off with news that made our week awesome, I think we're gonna be talking about a lot of the same things. So
I was just gonna piggyback.
Made your life better.
I was thinking about like all the games and stuff coming out and everything, but I had completely, honestly forgotten about D23. Like, completely forgotten about it. Had no clue. And then I woke up on Saturday morning. Was it Saturday morning I woke up? And then, like, all the information was up there.
I mean...
Yeah, so it was like Friday night, right? Or something. So, yeah, I woke up Saturday with, like, a bunch of notifications. I'm like, what is going on? And it was like, Marvel this, Disney this, and Star Wars, and Kingdom Hearts. I'm like... what's going on? And I was like, oh, D23 is going on. So yeah, it was like a very pleasant surprise.
Yeah, so let me so D23 is just a weird one because this year we have Comic-Con. Oh, thank you for all of these pop-up ads. Love that stuff. We have D23, which is kind of like the exclusive Disney, I guess all of their things, not just I'm trying to think. It's not just, it's the parks, it's anything Disney proper. Hey Butch, good to see you, man. AKA Rick. But this is a little bit everything. It's the parks, it's the cruise line, it's movies, TV. Is there anything else I'm forgetting?
Movies, TV. Oh, there was like, the park stuff too for like Disney. The cruise, there's like 3 new cruise lines opening up, and like more, there's a new Avatar ride going in, stuff like that.
Yeah, and they're also adding, I'm just finding some of the better links here. So let's go through it here. We'll react to these as we're going through. So Disney live action and animation. So Dana Walden, apparently she is, don't know what her role is, but I know there's a lot of new people at Disney, especially the new CEO. Bob Iger is no longer there. We're getting a Simpsons film.
Yes, it's just Simpsons 2, right? or
I think it's the next Simpsons film. It's one of those
Right.
things, kind of like the new Spaceballs. So I believe that's what it's called, like just the next Simpsons
so excited
film.
for
Yeah.
Spaceballs, by the way.
Yeah, and apparently they had an animatic about it, and it's obviously now that they are owned by Disney, it's going to be completely different. And the Simpsons, man, if you've been not watching the Simpsons in a few years, I say check them out. They have some very fun, very timely
I
things.
haven't watched Simpsons in so long.
Yeah. They just had the episode I just watched was, it was basically a Guy Fieri type was coming to town, and Homer had to help him refine his love of food because he ate too much and almost died. So that was a fun one. Then we've got Anne Hathaway. Apparently she's going to be a Disney legend. Apparently there's still rumors about what's that? Princess Diaries 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yes. And then we've got
yes.
Lilo and Stitch 2, and apparently there's
we got like a little preview there. That was kind of cool.
Yeah, Angel. I'm not part of the Lilo verse, but
yeah, not too much. Like I love the original film, but I never watched like anything. Well, I haven't watched the live action. Yeah.
I was too far behind, and then it came out. There was a TV show, and there now was the second official movie. Maybe there was a straight to DVD movie. Don't know. But apparently there's a character called Angel. I don't know who Angel is. Is that another?
Got to be a love interest. Yeah, female Stitch. Rick says. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Rick. Appreciate that. And then we've got the Bluey movie, which
that'll do numbers.
Didn't know that was a thing.
Nope, didn't either. But it'll be big.
Man, Bluey, that's crazy. I think was Bluey
wild.
Part of Disney? Was it created for Disney, or was it something before and then Disney got
I think it was something before because it was Australian, and then I think Disney scooped it up pretty quick because it's huge.
I know it's even big with people that don't have little people in their lives. So you know what? Go to town. There's a lot of cartoons I loved as a kid or as an adult that is. Then Ice Age, I keep forgetting that they're part of Fox, right? So they are now just along for the ride.
I'm always looking forward to Ice Age. This is what, like the 5th one?
Well, because
I like them all, but
maybe more. I don't know. And then we get Butch is okay. For those who are reading the comments along, Rick is giving us a lot of information on the Lilo and Stitch universe. So if you want to see that, he is now our Lilo and Stitchopedia. So please refer to him as that, Clint, on the next episode. So apparently there's a prehistoric Scrat and a baby Scrat now. Man, it's like the Scrats are like the minions of the Ice Age world.
Did they ever make they should make like a Scrat movie. Did they ever? I don't think they did.
I don't know, but he used to have all those great shorts, right?
Yeah, it was like they had like a short at the beginning and then the movie started.
I mean, Scrat is the Wile E. Coyote of the Ice Age universe.
Yes,
I mean, I don't know if he can carry a whole film, Clint, but I like him in a short.
I would try though. I would watch it.
Yes. Then we have Tangled. This is going to be a lot of fun. Catherine Hahn is going to be Mother Gothel. Perfect role for her. She's amazing. Yeah. And then Tegan Croft and Milo Manheim. I assume that's the lead and the two leads.
Yeah.
Then
we got a really, really quick. I think it was like a 15-second live action trailer for it, real quick, kind of showing her. But then, of course, it was like, 2028. I'm like, cool, but man, it's so far away.
It does. It's kind of like there's a lot of things we're going to talk about are very far away.
Yeah.
That's 2028, and the live action films are a mixed bag these days. But Tangled, it seems like it's been a long time, 15 years maybe. So I think that might be far enough away. That I think that works. Wow, these ads are horrible. Then we have this one's just kind of made me very happy. Oswald.
Yes,
he is
super
the
happy.
Original Disney creation, right?
Yep. And the best thing about this one is when John was talking about it, he's like made it specifically known that like, hey, this is all hand drawn. And I'm like, thank you. Like, I love those old Disney hand drawn movies. And I wish they would put more out, just not every one, but like every now and then, just like throw a hand drawn one up, back old school. Exactly. So it was cool to hear.
Well, I love those new Mickey Mouse cartoons on Disney Plus that are just so much fun. I don't know if you've watched any of them. They're really good. They're just fun. They're like a throwback to the old Disney shorts with
exactly.
Mickey and that team, where Mickey actually has a personality versus just being a spokesperson, which I feel like is just the thing. I mean, Mickey used to have a lot of personalities. He was kind of a little, he was equivalent to Bugs Bunny. We know Bugs Bunny. We love him when he's a smartass, and we need somebody to not be too sweet to Donald Duck. But this one's kind of neat because we've got one of Disney's MVPs. He's going to be directing this series, and it's live. It's a hybrid though, live action and hybrid, which I love those because it's
kind of like a was it like Roger Rabbit type of
we've got the new
thing, which is cool.
You've got Space Jam, and then you've got the new Coyote versus Acme coming out, which that movie does look very fun. And then it's interesting because I don't know if you heard about how Oswald got acquired back by Disney. Don't know how he ever got lost by Disney.
I didn't even know they lost it. That's crazy.
Oh yeah. So
that's wild.
Apparently NBC, Universal, somewhere along, somebody got Oswald in a deal. Not sure.
Jesus.
Do you want to know what actually happened for Oswald to come back? Involves Monday Night Football.
Really?
Al Michaels basically was traded for Oswald the rabbit.
Interesting.
Yes, because basically he went to another network to do, I believe, Sunday night games on NBC, and then they got Oswald back. And
interesting.
He's only been seen. Was he in the last Epic Mickey?
Or was I'm not sure. Mickey? I am not sure on that one.
Okay, I thought he was, but I don't know much about him. I think he's only ever been black and white too, so this will be kind of cool. Apparently he's going to be black and white. So this is kind of a cool heritage thing. I like it when Disney goes back to their original characters, because I feel like
for sure
they get forgotten, especially when you go to the parks now. It's like, oh, all the old stuff is gone. There's Angel. Gotta love it. So Pixar, we're getting Incredibles 3, 2028. Very cool. Coco 2, which was I thought I knew we were getting that, so maybe I forgot.
I thought we knew about it too, but like you said, kind of like forgotten about it, or just like talks about it, which I loved Coco. I think Coco is one of the best Pixar movies out there. It's just
beautiful,
gorgeous. Yeah.
Great story too. Just wonderful mix of music and the imagery. And apparently Benjamin Bratt is going to be the villain in that. It comes November 2029. Now we're talking 3 years out. And then we're getting Ghost Market, which is a brand new original set at a plate lunch shop on Oahu's North Shore. Hawaii. It must be Oahu. Sorry. that serves lost spirits. So this film's very like a Miyazaki thing, right? Like a ghost cafe. And then this is coming out March 2028. Gato, another original, which is great. Mark Ruffalo voices Nero, a black cat in Venice, with Lawrence Fishburne as a feline mob boss. Love it to pieces.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
I love it that Pixar's still getting to do original things, which is great.
Yeah,
that's 2027. And then, of course, Kingdom Hearts. We got a trailer for that, and we're getting Coco.
The world of Coco. So cool. I think that fits perfectly. That's gonna be awesome.
I love it, and the fact that we get Sora, obviously looking like Dia de los Muertos. His keyblade looks like a guitar. Really dig that, and the animation of the game it looks just like the movie. I don't know how
I'm so lost in the Kingdom Hearts world that I'm gonna have to. I noticed that they're all coming to Switch 2 in October. And I play a lot of handheld at work, so I think I'm going to try
the streaming ones too, thankfully.
Yes, thankfully, yeah. So I think I'm going to try and play through those, because I'm so lost. So
wait, so you're going to go through everything, or are you just going to?
I think so, yeah. Because with the Kingdom Hearts, when 3 came out, I think that was the last one. I literally watched like a half hour overview of like what happened in the last games, and I had no clue what was going on. Not a clue. So I was like, I need to like play these.
Yeah. So they, there's been GBA games that were standalone. I think there was even like Was there a mobile game too? Maybe. But
I
it's like
believe there
and there
was.
was a
Then there was like
DS
the
game,
DS
right?
game, and
And they have weird
there's
names like
just
358 over 2. It's like, why
yeah.
is there an equation in
I
this
know
game?
Rick's a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, so I'm gonna have to like talk to him and be like, where do I start? What do I do? I'm
Well,
lost.
and
Hold
then
my
yeah, so it
hand.
just becomes like it's just and then like the idea is just obviously Disney crossover with Square Enix in these new characters, but then you get a mix of the Square Enix characters plus the Disney characters. And a lot of times I feel like you're in the Disney worlds, but I feel like it gets so dominated by the non-Disney characters and just like,
Mm,
oh, who's this character? And it's like, oh, I won't see a Disney character for 3 hours and then
yeah.
Donald will show up. So I hope there's a better balance
And I
because
think I think there will be, because they did say like Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are actually like playable this time around.
oh,
So
perfect. Yeah, I love that when
that
they're in
might
the
be,
party.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I just think it's a cool concept. And I love the first two, but then that gap between 2 and 3, I mean,
Mm,
almost 2 generations.
yeah.
It felt very stuck in the time of it, even though it looked beautiful. That kind of like, oh, I hope they improve the voice acting or the direction because it did
Right.
feel like, yeah, not the greatest. So they got good voice characters, but I feel like they need a little bit better voice direction. So hopefully it's good. Maybe I still have 3 on, and I believe I quit it. I don't know why. Maybe I was just I don't know, something didn't fit, but maybe I'll go back to it. So yeah, that was kind of cool. And there was a whole panel on Kingdom Hearts, which is very unique. I mean, and then we're getting a Kingdom
Yeah.
Hearts show, which
Yeah.
is
I
like
think is that next year? They
I
mentioned.
think
Is
so. I'm
that
not
next
sure
year?
where
I
it's
think.
listed in the comments.
I was gonna say, I don't see. Maybe there's like a TV section or something.
It
But
must
yeah,
be,
there's
yeah. So
definitely
yeah, okay.
which it could be awesome, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it
One of
depends
those
on who's doing
deals.
the animation. Although Disney has worked with a lot of like when I think of like Marvel, or sorry, the Star Wars Visions. They've worked with a
Yeah.
lot of anime studios, so that could be kind of cool for them. I mean, they've maybe they have a studio in Disney that they could work with in Japan because there's Disney Japan, but maybe I don't know. Then we get into the Marvel Studio show, Vision Quest. That's finally coming out. Looks pretty cool.
Excited.
James
That's one
Spader
of the
with
few
a beard for the decades, right?
right. That's one of the few like Marvel series that I've quite enjoyed. Is the was it WandaVision? So I'm excited for this one for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know how many TV shows we're going to get after this. I think the animation maybe is where they lead and keep with like
Mm.
what's the Spider-Man show? Freshman year? I don't know. I really like the cartoon.
I think so. I think you could be right.
Yeah, so and maybe that's all we get, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Just animated things and maybe one-offs like those standalones. So if that's how they go, standalone in a series like that, I'm perfectly happy. Obviously, we have Daredevil season 3, and after that, I don't think there's
I need to
anything
get in
announced
on
after Vision
Daredevil.
Quest.
I've heard that's really good.
I was not a big fan of the other seasons of Daredevil on Netflix. I really like the first season. I kind of shied away, but I like what they're doing now, and I like how their approach to Frank Castle is. So highly recommend just watch the Punisher one shot and then watch it after. But yeah, it's great. So yeah, I think this is kind of cool. It's kind of wrapping up kind of like the first era of Marvel television, going into then I don't know how this will influence Doomsday, but it's the last thing before Doomsday. So potentially could have something entryway into that. Yeah. So we are getting that. I don't think we saw anything new really, except for just a new for Doomsday they kind of had a different voiceover, but looks great.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good day. Good day.
Yeah, and now that we know, if you've seen Spider-Man, that we know that we're expecting to see something show up in this film, but potentially, we'll talk about Spider-Man, but based on the ending of Spider-Man, I don't think we're going to see Spider-Man in Doomsday. I think we're going to see him in the movie.
Yeah. And then, or the only thing that was really mentioned with Doomsday was the new trailer, but also that Deadpool and Wolverine were going to be in it, right?
Oh, they are? Because there was
I believe.
All I saw was Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman was forced. Did like a little, the little video there with Ryan Reynolds off to the side, and he's like, "Now you're gonna do it whether you like it or not," type of thing.
Yeah. Oh, we got Freight Conductor in the chat. Thank you, Freight. So we got the full Spreading the Nerd crew here with Nissa. And yeah, Freight, for third season of Netflix was peak.
Yeah, they
Sure.
both are in it.
I think I'm glad you feel that way. Felt like that show kind of repeated itself way too many times, but that's okay. And then Rick is still talking about Kingdom Hearts, so good for him.
You could go on for hours with Kingdom Hearts
exactly.
and still not touch it.
Yeah. He's also got the Kingdom Heartsopedia as well. And then we're getting the Untitled X-Men game. I'm just going to move over to this right now. This is a little bit better. Variety doesn't bombard you with ads, but we had the cast announced. Not all of the cast, but the primaries, it looks like. So we've got Adam Driver. There's not a good picture here. We got Adam Driver as, did they specifically say Mr. Sinister?
I believe they did, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that, yeah.
Okay. So Mr. Sinister, who is basically a very cool heritage X-Men villain. He's been around for a long, long time, specifically responsible for the Summers brothers. And, they're watching them and kind of tracking their DNA. But he goes back. He's kind of an interesting guy. I really dig him. Then we have some new faces joining them. Essentially, let's go through it. We've got Sadie Sink as Jean Grey. So she was the one actually asked for the cast to come on stage. We've got Samara Weaving as Emma Frost. Love that casting. Samara Weaving is fantastic.
Yeah.
Indy Neveretti as Rogue, which is very cool. I believe she in Obsession.
Obsession, yes. Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. Because she was saying I wanted to play Mystique, so I think that was a little bit of flim flam there to put out there.
All right, a little smoke and mirrors there.
Christopher Abbott is Professor X. Somebody said he was also on Girls. In that show, Girls.
I don't know.
I mean, if he was, it's like that's a couple of characters from the Girls. And then we've got Christopher Abbott is at Professor X. I don't know him. He's right there.
I'm not sure.
And then we've got
either.
Maya Boyd as Storm. She is kind of an unknown. She comes from Broadway.
Yes. Yep.
So
super hyped for Adam Driver. I love Adam Driver.
Yeah, I think he swerved that said he was going to be Magneto, but then I think it finally came back. So at this point, I don't really know what's going to happen, but we know we're going to have a clash between the new school, the old school. This is kind of first the real reboot that were the Fox characters. My guess, Clint, is they will be laid to rest at the end of Doomsday, and then we finally get our new X-Men assembled in is coming in, because I think it's fair. I think we've been saying goodbye for the Fox X-Men for some time, but I do feel like Wolverine and Deadpool will be asked to stick around.
I think so, yeah. And then
I'd even take Gambit, but I don't know if it works because he's really old and this Rogue is very young.
yeah, I guess we'll see what happens there.
Exactly. Yep. Let's see. And Freight says he's currently working on his best Cajun accent. Yeah, you don't want me to start doing mine. Oh shit. I guarantee,
I love that chicken accent. This accent is so good.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Then we've got Wolverine's the game actually had a new little short trailer, and they had I think a panel there. So very, very cool. I'm sure someone asked about discs on PlayStation because that's
the whole all the comments. That's pretty much it nowadays.
So here's the crew. Is there one person I missed? There's this guy. Who's that guy?
I'm not sure. They did. I remember watching it, but like I said, most of these people are new to me that I haven't seen shows or whatever. So, which is kind of cool.
I love that.
I think they didn't have it on there either, but they also announced that Timothée Chalamet will be Tony Stark in the Iron Man rebuild in 2028.
Oh, I like that.
I think it's I like the casting. I'm just not sure what's going to happen with the whole Iron Man thing. Like, what are they doing? I don't know. It's just called Iron Man Rebuilt. I think the casting's very good. I just don't know what's happening.
Wouldn't that be? Well, I mean, if Spider-Man joins the crew, then it's going to be very awkward to have like some of those people that knew somebody, and then but I mean, he's already experienced that with other
so I don't know if it's going to be like a a reboot already. I don't know, but I don't know.
Well,
or just a side story. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, at this point, we have to see what they do. Yeah. So we'll go from there. At this point, we get into Lucasfilm. So Lucasfilm is in a weird spot because I believe the only TV show we have left is Ahsoka. I don't think there's anything announced after that.
I don't think so. I not that I know off the top of my head. I think that's
like there's no animation. There's nothing left in the tank, but I could see them looking towards new animation to fill out some of those gaps. And some of the other eras, and I think I think a lot of people would love to see some animation in the original trilogy era. Maybe some things with that original team animated in some adventures. And then we could see things post. And then I think that leads us into Ahsoka. I don't know if this truly is where the kind of Rebels era ends, because I know we were supposed to get that Filoni movie, but I think that Filoni movie is now going to be just wrapped up as a series.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to do, right? Towards the we're done with this thing, and now here's a movie, and there's so many people that don't know all these things.
Yeah, especially with that, because you've got the cartoon series, you've got Ahsoka, and there's a lot. So if you just put out a movie, you're just kind of probably going to be lost with a lot of things. It's hard.
Yeah, and this makes a good point about Iron Lad. So anybody who never read Young Avengers, the bad part about Iron Lad is spoilers for a comic that probably nobody's read, but Iron Lad was actually king. So probably a good luck. I don't think they want to bring back that. But they did DH Tony Stark at one point. They went back in the past when Tony Stark kind of went crazy and insane, and then they brought in a young Tony Stark to convince him not be bad. It was a weird run. It was a time. It was a time. So with that, do you feel like if this is the last season of Ahsoka we got, are you satisfied?
I think I'll be satisfied. I personally think Thrawn is probably my favorite Star Wars character out of he's just the books. He's just such an awesome character. So, I wish there was going to be more with him somehow down the line. I don't know, but, and then, of course, I'll take Hayden Christensen, and as much as I can take. I think he's an awesome human being, and to see him finally getting the flowers he deserves is very nice to see.
I like him. I just kind of hate the fact that the fans are he's been redeemed. Yeah, but George Lucas kind of put him in that spot. I mean,
oh yeah,
I blame him for a lot. George Lucas for a lot of things, and it's God, it's kind of there's been a lot of heavy lifting to redeem Anakin. So I feel bad that they didn't love the character, but man, George Lucas. What's the old saying? George, you can write it, but you can't expect people to say that. I think it's Harrison Ford once said, or yeah. So oh well. Yep. I'm very happy to have these characters to get one more chance, like we've got with Obi-Wan, with a real director, and then we got that. So I think though it's time to probably let these characters rest because they've been getting heavy lifting with all of the animated stuff for a long, long time. So we'll see what's next, but that's where we get to something new. Star Wars Starfighter. It's funny because Ryan Gosling, I think he's finally decided that I'm just going to be in everything.
Right.
And I'm awesome.
I'm okay with it. All right. Did you get to see the trailer for Starfighter? It's not, it's kind of it gets put up, it gets taken down, it gets put up. Yeah, it gets put up, it gets taken down. I'm excited. Very excited.
I just think, and then Sean Levy, he's worked with, he's very good at what he does. I mean, he's not a visionary. He's not a guy that's going to bring you a visual style, but I feel like he gets it. He works very well with these great actors, like with Ryan Reynolds, and he's worked with a lot of other. I mean, just the last Deadpool Wolverine worked great. So I think he knows how to handle the genre films, and I'm just so excited to see a Star Wars film with a lot of Star Wars.
Yes.
Battles in space.
I have always been like one of the outspoken people that like I love the whole Jedi lightsabers and all that stuff for sure, but there are so many good stories and books, and you know, a couple like Rogue One that we've seen, that where Star Wars is so much more than just the Force. It's so I'm very excited for this. Very.
Yeah, and if like there's been some great space scenes in Star Wars, but I would say not as much as I would like. Like
Mhm.
there's a lot I believe in I think it was The Force Awakens when you have some really cool no, it was the second film uh where you've got Poe Dameron doing some really cool stuff, and then you've got like the actual bombing scenes, and
Yeah,
you know, I think there's so much they could do. I mean, just a
for sure.
cool uh yeah, and where you don't have to have a Jedi be a starfighter. So
Yeah.
really love that. So
Uh,
can't wait to see what he does.
Also, the Ryan Gosling's jacket that they mentioned, the
Yes.
Mickey Mouse Club leather jacket. That's cool. But the jacket he puts on with the upside down rebel sign and the two
Yeah.
laser blast, just give me it. I will spend top dollar. Give me it. I want that on
Yes.
a hoodie, something.
They said it's an era that we haven't seen before. I don't know what that
Yeah,
means. I
yeah.
mean, does
I'm
that
not
mean
sure.
post? Is this the first? Is this supposed to be the first post episode 9 movie?
Let's see. Let me
Because
see
I'd
what
be
it
very happy
says
with that.
here. Yeah, so would I. Na, 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 na. Trying to, you know, these articles will never give you like a straight
No.
You gotta look up, like you gotta read 5 paragraphs before
One
they.
getcha headline, and then
The
it's like,
setting is 5 years after the rise of Skywalker.
okay, so we are
Yeah,
talking post
standalone story.
Lucas.
Yeah,
So this is going to be hopefully meaning we run into some characters, but it's not about the
right.
Luke Skywalker era. It's something new,
Yeah,
and I hope we get a threat
give me
that
more
we've
of it.
never seen before. Right, a new
Got to
threat.
be something. Got to be something.
Yeah, can't just be more politics and trade routes and bad military, politics that are making us upset. Then we get into some weird ones. 20th Century Studios, obviously the old Fox stuff. We're getting Romy and Michelle too. Why not? Sure. I've never saw the first one.
I mean, I know it's I know it's popular. I've never seen the first one. But yeah.
Yeah. All right. We got Slayer Giant in the chat. Yes. D23 delivered. Got Baldwin Soulfire. Excellent, guys. Thank you for joining. And if there's something that we missed, let us know. Has there been a movie or series about the Old Republic? I will say the closest thing we've got is those really amazing Old Republic cutscenes. If you've ever watched those are such an amazing visual tour de force. I mean, they're a lot like the Blizzard CGIs, which, Clint, can we just get that? Something like a really amazing CGI
I'd take
animated series, not like the hyper deformed things like that. Just something where it feels like, wow,
I'd take it.
This is
Yep.
Because even some of the stuff from Visions, there was a couple of the standouts when they went through those like different studios. I'm like, we need some more Star Wars animation in different territories and eras.
Yeah,
which would be great.
Definitely all for that.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We get to Walt Disney Animation, which is great because I feel like they have really been a great force for Disney. It's not all in Pixar's, hands. It can be shared. I think they've made some great movies. Zootopia 3, I'm a big fan of Zootopia. Love
I
2.
have sadly not seen 2 yet, and that makes me maybe I should watch that tonight.
Yeah, Kei Kwan
I
is
love
amazing.
the first
He plays
Zootopia.
a great
I love
character.
the first one.
Oh, it's very good. I love those movies. This one's very fun. Yeah, it's kind of covering a different era of like, I would say like prejudice, which is kind of neat. It's all about the reptiles, while there's no reptiles in Zootopia.
Okay.
Frozen 3. I don't know anybody who's a huge fan of Frozen 2.
I was not really a huge fan, but this is another one that they had like a quick trailer for, and man, the animation, I granted it's super early, it might have been something they just threw together so they could throw it out there to have a look, but it looked like it was like old animation, like I don't know, it just didn't look very,
like, not in a good way.
Yeah, it just didn't.
Not
It
like they're
looked
trying
like
a new.
it looked
Yeah.
like a straight to TV like type of thing. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be cleaned up. I'm sure, but it was just like, yeah, you probably would have been better off not to show anything. But yeah, Frozen 2 seemed kind of like not obviously not a flop, but compared to the first one, it just didn't seem to be as much as a hit. So
more of an obligation to shareholders.
yeah, that's probably a good one.
I get that, but yeah, I one of my favorite memories of going to a Disney park, and we had rain that just wouldn't stop. So we made an unintended stop at the Frozen Experience at Disney World, or no, it was the Magic Kingdom, and they had a Frozen sing along. Clint, my son was like, how old was he at the time? So he would have been like 14. And oh my goodness, he was like, "Dad, this is gonna kill me." Because that was like when Frozen was just like, he was so tired of everybody singing all the songs. We went to it, Clint. It was one of the best experiences we had. It was just this really cool. Well, because the cast were just great. Because you're basically retelling Frozen, but doing the songs, but also doing a lot of interaction with the crowd, and just being cheeky and playing with it. And we had a blast. It was fun. So my son even enjoyed it too. Yeah, so Frozen 3, I hope they have a comeback, and it sounds like we're gonna get a wedding, and we're gonna get romance with Olaf. And First Crush titled Ooh Samantha. There's a song called Ooh Samantha. So yeah, I hope it's not about the sisters again, like, oh, they're torn apart again. I think they hopefully
it's gotta be something hopefully a little different, less rehash.
Frozen Spring Break. There we go. Frozen 3 Spring Break. Got to go somewhere warm, right, for a wedding?
Yeah.
Or destination wedding. How about that?
Something different.
All right, we got into entertainment. We have Percy Jackson Olympians and a Kingdom Hearts working title, and the series is going to be developed by Tetsuya Nomura, which is in green light for the Disney Channel.
So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Yeah. So I didn't know that.
Hopefully somebody handles the scripting for him.
Yep.
In the story. Simple story told in 18 parts.
Right.
Across 13 series. You can check it out on Disney Plus, then something on ESPN, and something over here, and maybe
a special offshoot in Fortnite that you have to watch in order to like fully understand.
Yeah. Oh, and then there's like, Instagram has a special slideshow. There's a mobile game in Roblox. You can check out the rest. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then other than that, did I miss anything? The parks. I thought the parks had some cool announcements. They don't really talk about it here, but we have Villains. And I'll see if I can find anything there. But just a great showing. We're getting an Avengers proper ride. Spider-Man's getting a dedicated Marvel ride overseas because apparently they can't in the US because of those weird rights.
Shanghai, I think, right? I think is the one that's getting it.
Okay, that makes sense. So the Chinese Shanghai.
Yeah. And then the Disney Cruise Lines, 3 new cruises coming out in 2029. They said they have something to announce with those cruise lines coming soon. I don't know. It must be like special things that are going to happen on them, or maybe they're like
Moana
dedicated.
Was named like the ambassador or something like that, and
too expensive. I love cruises. I've only been on one, and I love them, but I can't even imagine the cost of a Disney cruise. I don't even want to think about it.
Like going to a Disney park, right? Oh my god! Or staying at a Disney resort. Like we did not. We stayed when we went to Disneyland, we stayed at a place that was like a mile away, and we saved so much money.
Yeah.
And still got a lot of perks. Universal Studios, we did find a place down in Florida that was not that bad, and it was actually connected to like the water park, which is cool.
Oh, okay.
So there are some deep places, and then essentially you could just go right in, and you didn't have to drive to any of the parks. There was free shuttles to other things too, which was kind of nice. And then we just Ubered to Disney's, which made it really nice. So other than that, let's see, anything else that I'm missing here? We are getting Camp Rock 3, apparently. That's a thing. Anything else?
I don't.
Hexed. That's going to be that's coming out this fall. Getting a new Disney animated film called Clay, apparently, for 2028. There's lots of things just hidden in here that I just kind of crazy. And it's like, wow. And, it's kind of neat that this is something that for the Uber fans, the Disney adults, all those crazies, that they get like 3 days of all these cool things. And then they have like events specifically, like if you want to know about the park specifically, there's stuff for that. There's the Disney legends are inducted, the Imagineers. So yeah, it's not just the media stuff. So very, very cool. So Clint, anything else?
I think that wasn't D23 related. I think that was it. All in all, I think it was pretty solid. I'm looking forward to what's coming down the pipeline, even though it's a ways away, but I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, I've got one thing else, and this is video game related, but video game custom controllers, and you guys talked about this on Spreading the Nerd. We've got custom controllers, custom consoles, and custom skins for games that are coming out on all 3 platforms, which is very cool that everybody's getting a little something. Right. So, and let me see if I can bring those up while you're talking about it. So give me your perspective on the 3, if you will, and I'll get something to share on the screen.
Are you talking about the Wolverine ones and the?
So we've got the Gears, we've got the Wolverine, we've got the Zelda,
Wolverine,
not associated with anything, not even announced yet.
Yeah.
So which one would you like to start on?
I liked the Gears one, because I think there's 2 different ones. There's the Gears that's like black and red, and that's just the standard controller. I really like the looks of that one. And then they had like an elite one that had like it had one of the enemies on there, and I think in like almost like a chainsaw or something effect on it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I think they're both cool,
90,
but
I'm not sure about this one. Do you just design in the design lab, or is it just you order?
I think that one comes like that. I think it comes like that. I know you can change the like the analog sticks and buttons and stuff like that if you want to. But I don't mind. I like the left one more than the right one, but I don't know. I have so many controllers right now that I need to stop.
I do this. This is the problem when you get a new system. They always launch with the most boring controllers, right?
Yeah.
So my PS5, I have 2 white DualSense. So I did get the Astrobot, and now I have a white one that's launched that I could still trade in, and I will get the Wolverine one. Unfortunately, I'm just not as big of a Gears fan.
Yeah, and that's the other. I'm not like, I like Gears, but I'm not a huge Gears fan. Not enough to be like, oh my god, I need this. But cool. I'm sure they'll sell well. I'm sure there'll be fans that like them for sure. But
yeah, and that logo right there, it kind of reminds me of that movie series, The Expendables. It looks like its logo.
It does
right?
look exactly like that.
So edgelord, it's like skulls and guns and gun skulls, and
it does look like that.
It's a lot, but I do like the fact that 8-Bit Do is coming out with a matching charge.
That was pretty cool. The charger that matches with it. Yeah, that was pretty cool. And but also an added expense.
You're in for $130 for it, which is just keeps bringing me back the fact that, and I'll show mine here. 8-Bit Do and GameSir are doing the Lord's work, where like for like not that much more than the standard controller, you're getting a dock, and this is the Nintendo 40th, which I love. Great controller, and it comes with the dock like that for like $80. It's like
they have a lot of like special docks every now and then too, like a lot of Star Wars ones that they'll release and stuff. So yeah.
So I don't love the fact that it's $130 where other companies are making cheaper options that are actually typically better, because this doesn't include like TMR sticks or anything like that. So I feel kind of bad about this. Is not like going to be, it's not a next gen controller. It's just a prettier controller, and it's really cool looking. I said the fact that they had made it out of lava, Clint, that's not cheap.
Hot to hold. You want to talk about sweaty palms?
Very heavy.
Sweaty palms to the max.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they do that, and they put a skull inside of it too. I mean, they found like a little amber skull. I mean, good job for them. But I do believe Xbox makes amazing designs. Actually, I like their designs probably the best of any of the console makers.
They make some good ones.
Which then leads me to which one would you like to talk about next?
Let's go Wolverine. Wolverine, right?
So Wolverine is giving you a little bit of everything. I don't know if Xbox has just given up on like anything but the controllers, because the last thing I think they did was a wrap for something.
We
I
were
think we've only
talking
had,
about that on the
yeah,
last episode,
yeah,
or spreading the nerd. I was like, man, I wish they would make those vinyls anymore, because the vinyl
the
wraps. Because
wraps.
I had the
Yeah,
Starfield
super
one. I
easy.
think
Yeah.
Rick has I think believe he said he has the Doom and the Starfield one, and they made like 4 other ones like camouflage and stuff. And I'm like,
Oh
no,
God, of course they
put them
have to
out
make
there,
camouflage.
or like just do like what they do with the design labs. Make it so you can make your own vinyl, and those would sell like hotcakes.
Well, does Dbrand do any
I believe they do. I
when
believe
they're
they
not being
do.
sued for doing things they're not allowed to
Right.
do? Yeah, I love 8-bit dough. I love GameSir. I mean, I feel like the third parties are kicking the other controller makers' butts. But yeah, these are kind of
Yeah,
neat.
they're doing good.
And I know at first I didn't realize it, but I have the original PS5 launch, so I don't know if there's one for my system or not, because it seems like they've changed it a few times. So I don't know. It's kind of cool, but it's also behind my TV, like in another room. So like I never see it anyways.
I
But
never see it anyways. Yeah.
my son is named Logan. I am an X-Men fan. I love Wolverine. They're my favorite team. Thor is my favorite Marvel hero. So I'm kind of biased, but it does look cool. I prefer yellow and brown Wolverine over yellow and blue Wolverine. So I'm kind of I've got my stick in the mud because that was one.
Mhm.
But I do like this theme. And the controller's cool.
Yeah,
But
I
I don't
think I
think
like the white one better, but either or, I'm not really. I'm like, meh,
yeah.
meh.
No, I mean, but I do like it better than the white. So the plain
Yes. Oh, yeah.
old white. So yeah,
Yes.
that's a good way to
Yeah.
trade. So
Yeah.
I'm glad at least they're doing this, because they, we were worried there wasn't gonna be a special edition. Special edition would have been kind of cool, but not. So then yeah, you can get the edition that's all in one. The digital for $650 includes the game and
Yeah.
the controller. So that's not bad
Yeah.
actually, because I think it's $600 just for the digital edition. So you're getting the game plus this. So you're actually saving like
Yeah.
20
You can
bucks.
buy the plates for the PlayStation as well separately if you want.
Yes, and I love that you can just kind of
Yeah.
intermix. Seems like the Xbox Series though, it seems like it's just a square. Seems like that seems too easy, right? Just do something. Yeah. But yeah, like you said, all of these things are here.
And
yeah,
it is
so
for the PS5 Pro covers too. That's cool.
And you're getting, and I guess it's because it's some adamantium. I didn't realize that. I'm like, oh, silver makes sense.
Okay. All
but
right.
like, I think even you pointed out that the fact that there's like these, you can
it
look
is like
inside
clear.
it.
Yeah, so I guess I thought at first it was like completely clear, but apparently it does have like a shield there of some sorts.
So we're saving our systems are not dying.
Yeah, not a bunch of dust going in there. And
got it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if this is actually available for the launch PS. I'll have to look and see it, because now we've got like.
I think Alex said there's no launch.
No launch. Oh well. No, okay. Well, I can get the controller. At least that. Yeah. The only controller I've really wanted for the PlayStation was the old school 30th anniversary PlayStation controllers. So the gray and everything. Those are the only ones I really wanted. And I did
manage to get those ones, but yeah.
Oh, you did? You got 2 or you got 1?
Yeah. I've got the original, or the regular controller, and then I also have the
dual the Edge.
The Edge. But I was one of both? I was one of the lucky ones. I have the PS5 Pro 30th edition.
Really? That's like, I just saw the regular digital one.
I had
$100 on eBay.
When it went up, I was like, for the PS5 Pro, I was just gonna be like, get a PS5 Pro, and then I somehow, when I logged in, I was able to get one of the editions, and I was like, I wasn't expecting to spend this money, but here we go, credit card time, because
well, if you ever sell that thing, dude, you are
it's worth tons already. So yeah.
Or something else, or
so 50, it's worth it.
60, 90, you're good strat. But yeah, okay, yeah, that they no longer do OG PS5 plates, which sucks. But you know what? It's okay. I think they sell maybe the original ones. You can still find those somewhere. I think Dbrand does ones too, and
I'm sure Dbrand. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Yeah, Dbrand. Hey, when you need something done and it might not be approved, go to Dbrand.
It's fine.
Last is the Zelda. These are just not even acknowledged. Like, they haven't even shown us a trailer for the game, Clint, which is just lame, right?
Yeah, because I don't think we even we have a date for that yet, which is crazy, because it's supposed to be out this year.
And so I'm of one mind where I feel like the Nintendo Pro controllers are like the least effort ever. They don't even do like the legs of the controller. It's always like ugly colors, something in the middle. And it's like low effort.
They had one for Resident Evil Requiem, and it was awful. It was just like a paper, like a newspaper, and it was just like put on like the very front. Like you said, it's not like the handles or anything else, and it just looked. It was awful. I was like, really? They could have really done something special here, and they absolutely did not.
It is weird why they choose that, because I feel like they're people. They don't even make many of them either, which is kind of weird. But yeah, here's kind of from IGN. It's rumored. I mean, this doesn't look too bad. You got a dock. You've got like half that.
I like the joysticks. I do like the Joy-Cons.
Different colors. Looks like it's like greenish,
yeah,
black,
and the black. I do kind of like that.
Probably something on the actual back of both. Maybe.
Maybe. Maybe and I think on the back of the Switch itself is like the old Zelda icon.
Oh, okay.
From Nintendo, from the NES.
And this is the quickest way to get something found out. You got to order that packaging in advance. Typically, something like this is probably an 8-week lead time. I work in a lot of packaging, so it goes out. Somebody finds them when they pack it out, and the way it is, I'm not sure if they just are arriving from Japan or they're packed out here. Don't know, because of tariffs and all that things. Maybe even Vietnam, wherever the tariffs are released. But yeah, you can see it's like green on this side, but it's not like a
kind of matches the Joy-Cons almost type of thing.
Yeah, I kind of almost wish they had just done gold on both legs or brought the design down. Yeah, I wish they just carry the design down, right?
Yeah, it's not doing anything for me.
And they're still, I mean, I'm not sure if it's going to be standard price, but they're $90. I mean, that's how much the regular Joy-Con is, or Pro controller is. Clint, did you realize that like to get new Joy-Cons, it's $100? Like, which new Joy-Cons?
$100. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. So there we go. So there we go. That's the news. Like I said, this is going to be a longer one, but I thought we'd cover that. But when we get into the things we're excited about, I'm sure I won't be talking too at length about my food, but it's a good transition to talking about food, Clint. So really quickly, I made food last night for our family. We're big Costco fans, and what's kind of cool about Costco? They don't always have the same items, but they always surprise you with something cool. So in the past, I love lamb shanks, and Costco makes some amazing like sous vide lamb chops where the meat just falls off the bone.
Really?
I give the bone to my dog. Sometimes they change up the formula, but this time they brought it back. It's not cheap, but lamb is not cheap too. But two huge lamb shanks for $24. And so we made it last night. No, I'm gonna see if I can find it at Costco's website, but it's delicious. It's already pre-cooked, and so it comes in these seals, and you can either put them like you can just nuke them, which I'm like, that's like the lowest form of culinary activity.
Jesus,
I mean, it makes you feel kind of like guilty, right? It's like, oh, really? Is that what I'm gonna do?
I'm definitely.
So, or you can essentially like sous vide them again. So you take little pouches and you put them in the water and you boil them in a simmer for like 24 minutes. So that made me feel a little bit more like, oh, okay.
There you go.
And then I made some exactly. And then they had some like I can't remember, Sam's or Costco also like I love roasting vegetables in the sheet pan. So they had some really good vegetables when they put out there to get a little bit crispy with a little bit of olive oil. It was delicious. Great meal. I actually added to the vegetables this really cool peach white balsamic vinegar. I bought from the shop that does all of these like olive oils and things. Delicious.
Nice.
So good.
Nice.
I'm like, we buy these things, Clint, we always forget we've got them. Like they're in little pantry, there's little bottles, and it's like, that looks so cool.
I'll make fancy dinners and then like you said, you just forget about it.
Yeah. But you know what? This is the thing. So my son had been sick and he's wanted to come over. So we hung out. And that's why I said, I'm making lamb tonight, son. I think we were gonna save it for Easter, but we forgot and maybe something changed. So but yeah, great just thing if you've got a Costco. If you don't have a Costco, check out lamb. Lamb is always a good option. Not very common. In my job, I work for a pet food company. And because of that, I found out the fact that there is very little lamb industry in the United States. It's almost all New Zealand.
Interesting.
So, which kind of you think makes sense, right? The sheep detective, all that stuff. It's true. It's true. By the way, watch The Sheep Detective, folks.
I haven't seen it yet. Is it on anything streaming that you know of?
Yeah.
Oh,
came out like 30 days after.
Oh,
which
I need to go watch it.
It's so good
because I want to see it. I've been wanting to. So
it's a great movie to see with like your anybody who you feel like, oh, they're not going to want horror or anything like it. They like feel good stuff.
Right.
You can watch it with anybody. You'll laugh. Okay, Clint.
My food. I think it was like last weekend or somewhat recently. I made I don't know. I felt like you said, it just felt like something. It's not super fancy, but I got some steak tips, put it in a like a food storage bag, put some sauce in there to just marinate it. Had it marinate for like overnight, and then I make some smoked Gouda mashed potatoes. So with those, man, they came out good, and
so you're like, smoking the Gouda, or the Gouda was already smoked?
I already bought the Gouda, smoked Gouda cheese in like a bar of cheese, and then so I just made the mashed potatoes themselves, and then in a side pan put half and half, a bunch of butter, and then shaved down the smoked Gouda cheese, and then melted it all to make like this sauce, and then I poured it in the mashed potatoes, and then stirred that in. Oh my God. I think I made like 3 pounds of mashed potatoes because I was like, I'll save some. A bunch of other people will eat it. I must have ate probably like 1.5 pounds by myself. It was so good. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, very, very good.
Are you smashed or mashed? Because I know some people like to smash because it's like less work. So it's more chunky, less,
is fine. Yeah. Smashed is fine, but I like proper like mashed potatoes, like really nice whipped up. I put it in like a KitchenAid, and I have that thing just go to town on it. Yeah. So it's much less work than me going by hand on it. So
it's a little fancier than my box of dehydrated potato flakes.
Hey, whatever works.
No, I get it.
I have used those plenty of times too, just because I get home and I'm like, I don't feel like peeling potatoes or anything.
No, yeah, they work exactly. In a pinch. But no, I agree. I think actually smash work good with like red potatoes, like little red potatoes. I think that works really well because you see the actual like red skin,
little skin in there. Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, Nissa, it's a great time to buy cereal right now. The monster cereals are out. The Jim Henson designs.
I did see all the Count Chocula and all that stuff.
Yeah, the Jim Henson designs are back again, which is great. I love it. So when I go to my store, like we have a employee store at my office, and I always love because they have merch too, which is kind of cool. Like they have like all the cool shirts and everything like that. So if anybody is interested in merch, let me know. I can see if I can, if I show you what you want, I'll pick you up one. Let me know. The most expensive thing though, Clint, it's collectible playing cards of the monsters.
Really?
It's $20 for a deck. I mean, cards,
really,
or maybe it's 30. So it's a ridiculous amount of money. So
that's
I'm like,
wild.
And they haven't sold. I'm like, wonder why they haven't sold.
I was gonna say that's a bit harsh. Jesus.
Yeah. So I'll be $199. Oh, I love that. And then Reese's Puffs, top tier.
I love Reese's
absolutely.
Puffs.
There's a dark chocolate Reese's Puffs right now. It's really good. Yeah. And then they brought back peanut butter Toast Crunch. So I gotta eat some of that.
Those are good too. Those are another solid choice.
And they did launch a Demon Hunter flavored Lucky Charms that my wife is eating now because it's gluten free. So there you go. Nice. Enough pimping my company. I don't work with the people food part anymore. So my dog gets my attention now. So that sounds delicious. I love a good steak. So I was actually talking about the other day. We watch a lot of America's Test Kitchen is a great just series. They show you how to like make food, which is great, and they show you like gadgets you don't need, which I love. And so they were talking about different steak methods, Clint. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the reverse sear
now. Solid, yeah.
Which is like so good because I feel like the hot, the meat on a hot pan, like I'm gonna burn it more than likely than I'm gonna get a good sear because it's not cooked enough or something's goes wrong. So like I like the reverse sear, but it's like and they always say don't touch your meat. But yeah, it's great. So or cold sear, I guess. Cold sear, yeah, cold sear. So yeah, so But yeah, I think I finally got it down. I'm not a big grill guy when it comes to steak because I feel like I can't control the temperature on the grill as
Gotcha.
much as I can in the oven, which makes
Yep.
sense. I mean, I like grilling for other
Yeah.
things too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Especially if it's
very,
a
very
bigger
cool.
steak, the reverse sear is honestly the way to
Oh
go
yeah,
too.
yeah, absolutely. Well, very cool. And just one last steak comment. I love these Midwestern comedians that have gotten really big. One is Charlie Barron. Don't know if you've seen his video. He's a Midwestern dad, does a lot of cool videos. But there's another guy
I
from
think I've seen
Minnesota
that
who
one.
does a lot of stuff with them. And he bought the 20 steaks for $40. If you've
Oh,
ever seen
from
that.
those like side street or
Oh yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
sketchy.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
so hilarious because he tells you like how they try to upsell you, and then he gets the steaks. It's so funny because it's like, and then they try to prepare him like microwave. They prepared it in
Ugh.
something, and then yeah, it was just hilarious versus like real like steaks. I think it was Wagyu too. It was like no, it
Yeah.
was ribeyes, but they also did team. No, he
Yeah,
did
it's all
Timu Wagyu. Timu
yep.
Wagyu.
It's yeah, they had one up here, surprisingly up here, because there's nothing around here. They had one in the Tractor Supply parking lot, and it was like, yeah, like 30 ribeyes for $40, and I'm like, okay. Okay, sure. I don't think
Yeah,
so.
here it is
Yeah,
right
yeah,
here.
yeah. Yep.
This
Yeah,
guy's
20
great.
ribeyes for $40. Yeah,
Some of
all
the, and
set.
he was like, I'm gonna do it for you, but like, yeah, the upsell. Then you go in and he's got these guys, and this is what
They're
they
like
look like.
super thin.
Oh,
Super thin.
hilarious!
Yeah.
And he's like, this is a real one. This is the real ribeye,
Yep. And then yeah,
and he
you've got
weighs
like
it.
there's like nothing there. It's awful. It's awful.
Oh yeah. So it just makes me laugh. So you betcha, they're great. They're Minnesota boys. But then the Charlie Barron's a Wisconsin boy, so that's on the concert. So just things like this just always make me laugh. But Timu Wagyu, I wouldn't recommend.
No.
But yeah, air frying steaks. I mean, it's like broiling, right? Broiling, air frying, very similar convection. You just have to be careful. I mean,
Yep.
you have to watch it, then take your temperature. So broiling, whenever time I do broiling, something gets burnt really bad because I step away
Yeah,
for 2 seconds.
I'm not I like to cook and stuff, but broiling, the only thing I ever broil is probably Italian sausage. That's probably it, because I
Okay.
know I put it in there because what I'll do is I boil Italian sausage for like 20 minutes, and then I take it out, and then it's like cooked, and then to get that like sear or whatever, that I broil it for like 5 minutes. Because anything else I broil, it's just burnt. It's just there's smoke everywhere.
It's tough, and oh man, smoke. Our smoke alarms are so sensitive. It's like I didn't burn anything. Why are you going off? But the only thing I really broil typically is like when I'll make mac and cheese with like breadcrumbs or cheese. You want to get that like nice,
Get that?
like,
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
yeah. So so that's probably it. But yeah, I'm on it like Blue Bonnet. I don't step away. I'm like, you can't look away, you can't watch a video. You're like, yeah, because then you've ruined all that work. So moving for something, a feast of the stomach to a feast of the eyes. What we watched, and there's been some great stuff. I mean, a feast of so much good content. It's almost silly.
Yeah, TV series and movies this year. I can't remember who I was talking to, but for me personally, I think this is the best theatrical year in my lifetime. I think there's just so many good things. If, like I said, for me personally, it's like there is something almost every week since the beginning of this year has come out that I want to see, and it's not stopping until the end of the year.
Yeah, and nuts. We're gonna have some things probably like pop up because I'm a sucker for like Halloween and spooky content, as you know,
right?
Clint.
Yep.
They haven't even announced their schedule because they want to surprise us. You know, it's like,
right.
I think it's like Labor Day, the clock turns and it's like, spooky season. I'm like, all right, bring it on. We're good to go. And so with that, yeah, we're into everything right now. Ted Lasso. I mean, Ted Lasso just launched one episode, but we're into season 4. A lot of people wasn't even aware it dropped. So one episode. So check out Ted Lasso if you're interested in that. Won't spoil too much, but I think we'll have some shared things we'll be talking about. X-Men 97 wrapped up. This is season 2. I will say I really like this season, but I will say that the animation seems really inconsistent. Some characters I think look great. Some characters I'm like, God, he looks like the old series. Cable is that guy. Sometimes he just looks like he's, I don't know. It's like, but the other characters look amazing. And then this season just felt like it was all about apocalypse, but I felt like some things got rushed and a lot of things weren't explained. If you were into the series, like all these horsemen show up and who are these characters on X Factor? I feel like it's so rushed. It's like, who is even X Factor? Like, I know who X Factor was, but I feel like if you're new to these characters, it kind of feels like a lot of them got shortchanged. What do you think? Yeah, have you watched it or
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I have not watched it yet. So I can't comment, sadly.
I just want to say Fable Root has joined the chat. Thank you so much. Have I seen Sugar? No, but I heard it's amazing. And I heard like there's this really big reveal about the show, which got spoiled, but I'm like, that makes the show even more interesting. Well, have you heard about the show?
I haven't heard. I won't
spoil it for you, but I'll tell you.
But I hadn't heard about it whatsoever. And I love Colin Farrell, but then Fable had mentioned it to me as well, and so I looked it up and I was like, oh, this looks like right up my alley. How have I not heard about this? So I do need to watch it. So
yeah, it's apparently when I heard about the reveal, I'm like, is that even real? It seems like because it just when they talk about season 2, they go even deeper, and I'm like, I love that because I like shows that are a little bit much, but because when I saw it just looks like kind of a noirish detective show, but apparently significantly different, which I love. And yes, I am all into the pumpkin spice. I'm a frou-frou boy when it comes to coffee. Gotta love it. And it is funny. Yeah, Slayer Giant. I was thinking about this. Disney had a great year, but the fact is the best Marvel movie this year is not something that Disney owns.
Right.
It's so hilarious.
It is.
And, some movies that just didn't expect. We'll talk about that because Clint, you're in our movie league. So we won't talk about that this week, but I believe in a couple of weeks when we do our recap, I'd love to have you on and some of the other folks who were part of that competition to talk about the league, because who expected the Devil Wears Prada? And then number one,
a couple of those like in indie movies, so to speak, just took over, which I love to see. I love that. Like those, they're really like breathing life into theaters, it seems, which is fantastic. It seems like a lot of more people are going to theaters because of those. So more of them, please.
Yes, please. We're talking about that in some movies that you expect, like maybe some of these movies that are a guess, let them rest. And guess what? Shrek is coming back, baby. So don't worry.
Oh yeah.
What is old is new again. So yeah, X-Men 97, I'd say check it out. I thought season 1 was better. Season 2 had a lot more depth, but once again, rushing some things, but some cool storylines, some things I did not expect to show up. So very cool with that. Nice. Let's see. What do you want to talk about next? So Clint, I give you the floor to you for the one you want to talk about next.
I guess House of the, because the other ones we pretty much have both seen and stuff. So I finished up House of the Dragon
I did
last night. Oh, you did? Cool.
I did, yeah. So no worries about spoiling me, awesome. But good, for anybody else, if you need to spoil anything, let us know. We'll do the spoiler alert.
I was I think there'll be too much spoilers. I was when it first came out, I wasn't going to watch it because I was one of the people who I didn't make it through season 2. I thought season 2 was an absolute slog personally. So okay. I wasn't looking forward to season 3. And then like season 3 officially, when it first came out, there was like 9s and 10s for the first episode. I'm like, okay, cool. And then the second episode, 9s, 10s, third episodes, 8s, 9s. I was like, okay. I was like, So I rewatched all of it. I rewatched season 1, season 2. And like I said, I just finished season 3. I loved season 3. I thought season 3 was really good. The characters are so good in that.
There's nobody like anymore. There's nobody like. Well, I mean, there's a couple the people like, but I'm sure they'll be unlikable by the end of the show too.
Yeah, there was, and that's one thing that's great about Game of Thrones in general is like the people that you originally root for kind of turn like evil, and they're like, oh man, they're just as bad as the people I hated at the beginning. Like, god damn it. Which is great because you never know what's gonna happen, or where you're gonna land. You'd love to
say like what is it, what do we always say as a parent? I'm not angry, I'm disappointed. I'm like, in this way, I'm like, right. I'm very angry and really disappointed. And by the way, please stop showing. I'm not a big fan of incest. So please stop with the close-up kisses and waking up. It's not actually her, but with
I know. Yeah, I was like, whoa, okay. But like Rhaenyra, I was always on like Rhaenyra's side, like constantly. And then like towards the end of this, I'm like, you're kind of being a bitch. I don't know if I really like you anymore.
I've got a theory on this. So Viserys, obviously, he contracted that horrible disease, right?
Yes.
And apparently, it's due to the fact that the Iron Throne is like a hive of just this metal corrupts.
Yeah, because in the books, it's made of swords, and so when you sit down, you get like pricked and stuff, and like cut, and there's just germs and stuff. So yeah, it's actually like terrible for you to sit on the throne.
Well, and it's like, why don't they have like covers? Like, you have.
I know, right? Something like Jesus,
something like some hides. I don't know. It's like. Save some of them down. I don't know. Nobody's gonna notice. I mean, oh God, imagine if there was a pokey in the seat. I mean,
oh yeah, good Lord. At least they don't have that. Jeez, simple comforts, I guess.
Whoever the damn like blacksmith who made that chair. I mean, renovation. Why not? Yep. I don't know. Add a few new like Nerf swords. We'll see. Yep. But she got pricked in one episode. Yep. So yes, I don't know if that has anything to do with like maybe causing her a little bit of like paranoia, things like that. But yeah, and there's still I still am always like thinking like, oh wait, that's the sister of somebody. I'm like, oh, because I completely forgot Helena and Aegon are siblings.
Yes, yeah.
But so is Rhaenyra, and I mean, I can't take it. The family line when it's just like one.
It's pretty. It doesn't branch much.
And I can't remember who's. And I always forgot, like even like Damon. I mean, like I completely forgot about his first wife, right? And those kids, and it's like, And he wasn't married. He was in a horrible marriage before then. So I'm like, man, I cannot remember these things. But you know what? It's always the through line in the Game of Thrones. It's that place that has like the big hole in it. What's it called? They have like
it's not Hightower. It's
no, it's remember the crazy lady who like breastfed her son,
breastfeeding her son that was like 18.
Yes, and then but they have that like ridiculous hole that drops. And it's like I can't. Those people are always insane. So it's like I don't know what they're doing.
I can't remember the name of that. My God, I know exactly what you're talking about too, and it's oh my God,
related to somebody. Is it related to the Hightowers? I can't remember. So maybe
I can't remember. Eerie.
The Baratheons. I don't know. We finally got a Baratheon showing. I think maybe, and then I tell you, some people got some good comeuppance in some of those battles. But
yeah. But yeah, very good season. I was very happy with it. I'm glad it's coming back. And then also on top of Game of Thrones, Night of the Seven Kingdom, they just got done basically filming that. So now they are just editing it and stuff, and that is going to be out next year, which is great because you only have to wait a year. Whereas
it's kind of nice to have that balance, right? Yeah,
nice House of Dragons, we have to wait 2 years. Yeah. And it's like, son of a bitch. I hate waiting so long between series, especially with like Game of Thrones, because you've got all the families and characters, and it's just like, if I don't keep that fresh in my memory, it's completely in 2 years. It's going to be gone. I'm going to have to watch a recap because it'll be gone.
And I love George R. Martin like constantly like bagging on the creators, and I'm like, well, George, at least they're doing something.
Seriously,
dude. I mean, you still haven't finished that.
I've given up. I've given up all hope. And the fact that when he came out, I think a couple months ago, and he's like, if I die, this dies with me. Like no one's getting the rights to it. No one's going to be able to finish it. It's just gone. I'm like, son of a bitch.
But I mean, that's the guy. Didn't he give like the outline to the creator, like the showrunners? Like, hey, here's the plot points. Follow them.
Right.
And then he's like, well, you didn't write it better than I could. I'm like,
well, finish it then.
Help him out, George.
I don't know what you're doing, but Jesus. You know, he put all these books out
he's
before.
writing. Well, apparently he's probably writing the script to maybe he wrote the script to the Elden Ring movie, maybe, right?
That's true. That's true.
Probably not. He's just like, here's some weird names and just go to town.
Yeah,
okay, we'll have
sounds
fun
good. Just so we can put it on paper, so we can put it on the poster.
Yeah, what is that movie? Oh, George has Design. Yes, and once again, I love that video. It's like right like the wind, George, or whatever. That it was like. Yeah. Oh well. You know what, George? Appreciate what you did for us, but yeah, stop critiquing the TV stuff. Just walk away. You sold the rights. Go have fun. Yeah, of course. Then the Witcher author, right? He's bitching at CD Projekt Red and all that fun stuff.
God, I love how he sold that series for like pennies on the dollar, and now he's all mad.
Well, I think he's making money on Amazon, though, or is it Amazon? No, Netflix, right? Because at least that's.
I think it's the Netflix one. He is, yeah. But like, anything that CD Projekt Red is, he sold it for like pennies. And then he got all pissy that it turned into something huge. It's like, well,
I mean, we all know about this great Polish series, right? That nobody knew about before the games, right? I think the games helped a little bit. So.
Yeah, exactly. If the game hadn't come out, it wouldn't be as popular as it is now. You wouldn't have a Netflix series. You wouldn't have the following. Plus, I'm sure he gets rights on all like the toys sold and all that stuff.
Yeah, the Dark Horse stuff. I mean, although I don't know how that works. I mean, it's weird. I imagine that the licensing is a hot mess. But yeah, it's kind of those things. It's like that would be the series that your friend tells you about that like you should read it. It's the best thing ever. And it's like
I'll get to it sometime. Yeah, sure.
It's out there. Yeah. Yeah. He sold. Yeah, he did. He's doing pretty well though. I mean,
I'm sure he's fine now.
Get a TV series. They get all of these adaptations. I believe there's board games, other things like that. So every author would love to sell out that well. Let's see. Let's move on to. Let's do Spider-Man. I mean, that's older, so less fresh. Yes. So Clint, I don't think I saw this in any fancy way. Maybe I saw it on big screen. I can't remember.
Yeah. No, my daughter saw it in Screen X, so like where you can have like the side.
What do you think about Screen X?
It's hit or miss. I saw Wicked in it. Wicked Part 2 was awesome when they show like the fields and the city. It looks really cool. I saw Avatar in it. Avatar was super awesome with stuff like floating around and stuff. That was cool. There was a movie, and I can't remember what it was, so obviously it didn't make a big impact, where probably half the movie didn't even have anything. It was just blank, and then it would just randomly pop on. And so if it's a very popular movie, I'd say it's probably worth it. But also where you sit very defines how good that's going to be. If you're all the way in the back, it doesn't really represent it. If you're all the way at the front, it doesn't represent it. If you're right in the middle and like you can really wrap around you, it's pretty good. But oh yeah, that's my daughter right there. She popped in. She saw it on Screen X, and she said it was pretty good.
Clinton Junior S. I don't know. Is there a female junior? Is that a thing?
Sure.
Well, there you go. And then for anybody who's not seen Screen X. Let me just show what this looks like. It's basically you have cameras or projectors on each side of the screen. Yeah. And I will say this looks really good, but it is not as bright because you're not showing.
No, it's a little bit dimmer. A little bit, yeah.
Well, because you're not showing the film on a screen, you're showing it on the wall.
Right.
Which
it's like projected. There. It's like a projector that's putting it on there, yeah.
Wouldn't it make sense just for them to just put screens or something?
If it was a screen, that'd be pretty sweet. Because when you walk in, you can see that it's not a screen. It's just like a very like flat gray curtain almost type of thing. But also, once again, if you're sitting all the way to the front, you're losing out on a lot of the stuff. So you really got to get in the middle. But I think she had mentioned it was really good in Screen X just by like the swinging through the cities and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, I saw just regular screen. We do have the biggest screen in Minnesota now that does have IMAX, which is great. I did see Odyssey there, but I mean, I think when it works well. I saw it for Predator, and I also saw it for the Fantastic Four. So both that worked really well. But I never know how much is actually filmed for it. But apparently now they are taking advantage of it and doing more for it, which is cool. Yep. So and apparently there's another thing they're going to start filming for called Infinity Vision. Clint, which is
Oh,
apparently
is
what
that where
is
it's like all um where it's like a huge screen and it like, I don't know, it kind of like envelopes you in it almost. It's almost like a sphere kind of thing.
good
Or
question.
it
I don't know if that's it. I think it's just another name for like large format. Like, so if you have
yeah.
a big screen, because I don't know, but apparently that's what Doomsday is going to be. They call it Infinity Vision. So I
Okay.
think everybody's going to start having a name for some type of format, which
Something
I get it.
fancy.
You know, it's cool. Do something
Gotta
cool. Make it
drag people in.
exactly. Of course, it's another way to spend more because the screen
Yeah.
is typically $2 more. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm not going to complain about it. But yeah, the movie, wow, I've got to say, I think the Spider-Man movies from the MCU have been probably my most consistent movies within the actual like
Yeah.
different. I mean, because we've got like Captain America, Thor, Iron
Yep.
Man, Guardians of the Galaxy. I would say Guardians of the Galaxy is right up there.
Same.
Others have their weak points, but I would say it's
Yep.
probably Spider-Man and then probably Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yep.
then
Same with
Captain
me.
America for me.
Same. Yeah, this one was just phenomenal. It was so good. I thought No Way Home was probably my favorite Spider-Man movie. And then I think this one tops it. I really really liked this one all around.
What I liked about
It's
this
just so
movie,
good.
the stakes were yes, big for Spider-Man, but small for the world, right?
Yeah.
Um, I like when you can self-contain a story where it doesn't have to be like the world is ending. It's important if the world is ending for Peter Parker and New York, but not the old world. So that can probably explain why not everybody is showing up to help out Peter, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So I think it's cool to do that. I loved the partnership with Punisher. Um,
Yes. I love the Punisher character.
John Bernthal's great, and that's where I was
Very
like,
good.
the Netflix was to me was just too grim and gritty. And even though that the Punisher one shot on Disney is pretty like raid level awesome, I like
Yeah.
the fact that he basically has to behave differently when he's around these other people because essentially he knows he could get thrown in jail by these guys.
Right.
Mobsters not so
Exactly. So
much. So
he's
he's got
got
to be like,
to tone it down a little bit.
well, yeah, he can hide his murders elsewhere, but I don't think he's gonna, murder, a random Spider-Man villain because that probably would not go too well. So, but I like that. But I also like the fact that they bounced off each other very well. I
Yep.
think this what always works. You always get the relationships you don't expect. And then I also liked how they managed his reuniting with his friends.
Yeah, I thought that was well done. And then a lot of people online and social media and stuff were like, "Oh, they remembered," and stuff's like, no, they remember Spider-Man. They don't remember Peter Parker, the person
Nope.
inside the suit. And they're like, I was like, well, how did she draw him and stuff? It's like because she knows Spider-Man. Like
Yep.
Spider-Man is still there. It's just not Peter Parker. So I thought they handled that very well. And then like
And
the
Peter
whole
Parker
muscle memory.
maybe went to the school, but that's like the kid you never remember at high school, right?
Right, right. So I thought that was, like I said, I thought it was handled very well. I think they did it good. Yeah, I just Jean Grey was fantastic in it. I personally think it was really good casting. I liked her. Um,
Really cool use of her power. I've never seen Jean
yep.
do something like that.
No, that was
Yeah, she
super
doesn't have a
cool.
sister Sarah, I don't think, but I don't care.
No, yeah, but I thought it was super cool. It reminded me. Do you remember the movie? This is going back to early '90s.
I
It was
think I know you're going
Denzel
to tell me.
Washington, Fallen. The movie
I've never
Fallen.
seen it, but it looks so good. Yes, and somebody else
Uh,
brought that up.
Yeah, because there's like a serial killer that dies, and his ghost or whatever, it can jump to people that he either touches, or if that person dies, he can travel like up to 50 feet or something to get into another body, or he can just touch somebody. So those scenes where Jean
is
is
that
like,
Christopher Maloney?
yes.
Holy cow!
Yeah,
Wow.
and John Goodman's in this one. There's a couple other people
Ooh,
too.
who directed it?
It's so good. I'm not sure who directed it, but really, really good movie. And it's one of those movies where once you've seen it once, it's hard to watch again because you know the ending. The ending's really good, but yeah, once you've seen it once, it's hard to watch it again because you already know the ending, and it gives away a lot. But
it's like
very good movie. Like I said, I think early 90s, I think. But
1998.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not
and apparently the trailer
then,
I found was like in 360p. So sorry about that, guys.
It worked.
Like, how did that work?
As soon as she was jumping, I was like, oh, this is
Tramell
this
Tillman.
is just like Phone.
I don't know anything he's ever else he's done. Okay, cool. Well, I like that. I like finding these hidden treasures. Like, oh, great. To that point, if you've ever seen the movie Frailty, check it out. That's a great horror film. Well, thriller, horror film, serial killer thing. That is not how you end it. There's a lot of, I would like to do just kind of like the top movies that are not M. Night Shyamalan twists, but are well deserved and not a gimmick. Like you don't get the reveal because it's like, oh, not like a Sherlock Holmes villain where it's like, oh, I have no clue how you solved that because you didn't give me enough clues. So I like that. Yeah. So I'll put that on my list. Severance. So yeah, Tramell played Metzger. Oh, okay. Cool. Very cool. Let's see. Yeah. So I thought this great film. Really love it. Loved how it ended. The post-credit scene. I wish I didn't have to stay through the whole thing.
I know. I thought the same thing. And I heard from somebody too. They were like, don't stay. You don't need to. And I was like, but I have to, right? I mean, it's got to be something. And then I did. I sat through it and I was like, yeah, I didn't need to be here for this. I'm like, God damn it.
Isn't it funny how like now I have to look at every movie. Is there post like
every single movie?
Is there a post credits? You're like,
yeah, I did it with which we're probably going to talk about Oak Street. I was like, is there something? No, of course not.
I assume, yeah. That one I'm like, I'll just take the loss on it because anything happens, maybe like we'll see. Well, that brings us to our last thing today, and that is the end of Oak Street. And Clint, let me just tell you. This movie made me smile. This is like the Jurassic Park movie I've wanted since we keep getting kind of the same Jurassic Park story over and over again. I always thought Jurassic Park would go here, and they didn't. So I'm glad we get J.J. Abrams with Bad Robot coming in. He's producing this film that is essentially like saying, here's our take on a Steven Spielberg property. It feels like that Amblin Entertainment 80s love, and this movie delivered to me. It's not saccharine, and it's got some scares and surprises and just works like an Amazing Stories or something like that, where it's just like, it's not supposed to be a series. It's just a cool self-contained movie that just, wow, it does a lot, and I loved it.
Yep. I didn't know what to expect. Honestly, I had no clue. I love Ewan McGregor. I love Anne Hathaway. I love dinosaurs. But I was like, obviously, something happens, science fiction-y or whatever. But I really had no idea what I was in for. I loved that it was like set in the 80s and stuff. And I left with, a smile on my face. The acting was great. Dinosaurs were great. They didn't hold back on, the violence of the dinosaurs. That was cool.
Oh no, there was like, oh, is that a cat?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, right. Cat. I know. I was like, oh no.
You didn't see him die, but still, they did live.
And like even that like first lady that comes out and there's like a dinosaur just instantly chomps on her head, and I was like, oh, okay, then we're
now
going
we know
for
it's on, right?
Exactly. But they had like they had like the like family or the wife husband trouble in there, but they mixed it well. I think they did it well. Like it wasn't like overlapping. So they had some like drama in there. But yeah, just some comedy. It was just a really fun movie. It was great. I thought the ending was really, really cool. Just a fun. There it is. Really fun game.
It's in the trailer, folks. We're not spoiling that.
Yeah, I'm not spoiling anything. And there were some parts in there where I was like, oh man, that just happened. And, I was like, oh, they really went there. And also the kid with the bow, he was pissing me off because he can't shoot for shit with that bow. God. And I'm like, dude, you couldn't hit a broadside of the barn. Let's go. Come on.
No. And it's like, what
giant dinosaur in front of you.
Did he buy that like a toy store?
I don't know.
And then I laughed because like, oh, she got a shotgun. They didn't have a shotgun, but the one lady they got the shotgun from that came out, or was I don't think it was a shotgun. I think it was just a rifle.
Yeah, and then the librarian I think had a shotgun at the end. That was pretty cool. But I liked the design of the dinosaurs where they had like the feathers on them, like
and then some furry dinosaurs. I'm like, is that a mastodon? Cool. What is that thing? Yeah. And and I like the dichotomy because like the family, like you mentioned, there is a real dynamic. Kind of reminds me of points of like E.T. where you just see these family members just talking and having a good time. And yes, they don't hate each other 85% of the time, but there's
everybody's got their problems and stuff. I really liked it. I had a good. The music doesn't play often, but it had good soundtrack for like people listening in their headphones and stuff. Me and the missus were watching it, and I guess we're getting old or whatever because we came out and we're like, man, it would have been, really miss like that 80s time where like just chilling in a community and just having like
that opening where it's like everybody's having a party and they're limboing and they're having fun.
Like, it's like, oh man, just back the good old days. It's like
my wife is finally watching Stranger Things like after the fact. So she has been binging it today, just literally.
She's already watched it before?
She started on episode 1 while I was seeing this movie. And she's already into season 2. So she
to see Stranger Things for the first time. That's cool.
Well, and I'm like, I forgot some things. So I'm like, oh, okay. Yep. Oh, I can't remember about that part. Okay, yeah, did this happen? Yeah, okay, this happened. So yeah, when I was last thing I was watching, she was watching, and then we've got what's his name, Sadie Sink's brother with the Camaro, and it's like that dude's trouble. For the moment he pulls up, never trust a guy with the Camaro. I mean, sorry,
no, it's never a good decision.
It never goes well. Bad hair, bad mustache. I had a bad mustache and a mullet, so but you can trust me. I drove a crappy car.
You're fine.
Yeah, but yeah, this movie, it's just really directed by David Robert Mitchell, written by David Robert Mitchell, produced by J.J. Abrams. So, great cast, music by Michael Giacchino, great composer. To your point, and the good thing about this movie, budget was only like $89 million. So I'm so happy the fact that. No, good. Especially with those dinosaur effects and everything. And $47 million at the box office. So I hope more movies like this, like that mid-budget, even though it seems weird, $80 million. Remember when like Waterworld, $100 million, the biggest movie ever. It's like, but yeah, made me happy that a movie like this, a green light, an original idea, feels like a one-off, no post-credit scene saying, the dinosaurs are smarter now. But I loved the twist at the end. And
it was a very good twist. Yeah. And did you, because I don't want to give anything away to anybody, but did you notice that the same character is there from both worlds at the end of the daughter, the other family daughter?
Okay. So there was the other family member that joined them late, right?
Yes. Yep. So when they get back, she runs to the family and gets them out. And in the last scene, when it pans out, you can see both of them. They're like twins now.
Well, do we know if she has a sister? Maybe she has a sibling.
I don't think so.
I thought that they just had a second family member. But
no, I think that's it.
Yeah, no, but that would be a cool conundrum because that was all I'll say is I liked how they managed it. It was very cool.
I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was
there was
very
the one
cool.
scene I'm like, holy crap, they did that.
I know, and I was like, oh no, this is like part of me loves movies that do that because I want to be on suspense of like, oh, nobody's safe.
Stakes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to be like, oh, they're guaranteed to survive.
Right, exactly. So it came around really well. And to your point of it being a medium budget film or whatever, and to be like a dinosaur film, like Anne Hathaway was on level with her acting in this. Like she was really good, and I was like,
a great year, right?
For a dinosaur movie, like the acting is superb in this. So
I like the fact that she was kind of like, I'm a badass in this film, and although there's scenes where like Ewan McGregor like, man, give me a sledgehammer because look what the hell I did.
Like
not good enough, but
right,
good enough. That's like
but
one
yeah,
of those things where
overall,
like,
just
yeah.
super cool movie. Yeah, just a very good fun time at the movie, and it's like I go to the movies almost every weekend, and there's not many people that go to my theater. So Spider-Man was full, of course,
So
but
your daughter did not
dinosaurs.
go to see it with you?
No, because she
Okay.
lives about an hour and a half
Okay.
away
Don't
now,
spoil it
so
for her then.
we don't get to see all the movies together. But
Okay.
dinosaurs still popular. I went there, wasn't
Yeah.
expecting many people, and there was a good amount turnout there. So dinosaurs bring in the money. So I think we need more dino movies.
I think so too, because it seems like unless it's Jurassic Park, they
They're
just
just
don't do well.
fun.
Like the Adam Driver film, I never saw that.
Yeah.
Don't know much about that.
It's not.
Okay.
I heard terrible
Don't
things
blame the
about it.
dinosaurs, blame the script. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I listened to reviews on that one. I usually don't with movies. I'll usually see it regardless, but I heard nothing but bad. So I was like, I'll wait. And I finally watched it like a couple months ago, and I was like, yeah, they were right. This is not good.
Well, Clint, we could get this to come back. Because if this comes back, we're golden, right?
Oh man, what a classic.
It's so crazy that this was
what an awfully sad ending though. Like my God.
Oh, I remember that. What it was
for
like
a
a
family
shower.
series. The meteor is like coming in. They're all just like holding hands and like, well, this is goodbye. I'm like, Jesus, like this is brutal.
It's like the end of Alf, right? Like the CIA takes Alf back. It's like, oh, what is that? And everybody's saying, what is this show and what is Alf? And guys, they greenlit a lot of weird stuff back in the day.
Yep.
But
yeah, they did.
Great, great puppets. Henson Studios.
Oh yeah, I love more puppet stuff, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
More puppet
well, let's get into games really quickly. Got to play a little bit of Splatoon Raiders. My son wanted that for an early birthday present, so I gifted it to him. So I played a little bit of his level because he was playing on my account. I'm like, no, you got to play on your account. He goes, well, Dad, play this on my account to get me back. So I played it. It's very fun. It's a single player that you can play cooperatively. It's a looter shooter. I think that's the fun part. It's kind of neat.
It like a roguelite type of thing?
No extraction, no nothing. It's just you can go through it, you get parts to upgrade and things like that. So it's kind of like very friendly, but it's a looter shooter. Which I'm like, we need more of those in like a single player mindset because people love those,
Oh, I love them, yeah. So a single
there is
player,
a roguelike in the last Splatoon game expansion where it was like you had to go up so many levels, and if you didn't make it, so like they've kind of already done the roguelike thing. So yeah,
because I haven't played any of the Splatoon ones. So
I would say the campaigns are fun. The multiplayer is fun. I just feel like for me, it's I don't love the control scheme all the time because a lot of it was motion control. I'm like, oh, I don't love that.
Yeah.
And then the self-leveling, it's like, okay, I want you to like if I bring it back up, I don't have to then like change my camera. I want it to snap up with me. So it's one of those. It's fun though. It looks pretty good. Love the world. The characters are goofy. I don't love like the Simlish and then like the squid thing. I don't know. It's Japan, right? They love their squid things.
They do. They do.
Yes. And then so that was kind of fun, but my son now is absconded with the Switch 2 before college starts. He is now playing Splatoon Raiders, so I can't really do much on the Switch 2. But what I did play while he was just hanging out with us is a game called Lunar Abyss.
I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on this
one. Played Lunar Abyss, but man,
because I do want to play it. It looks gorgeous. It's awful what happened to the devs, but
I didn't hear anything about that, to be honest.
As soon as the game came out, the developers got shut down.
Okay, well,
and which sucks because I've heard it's a very good game, and then they were immediately like shut down. It sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
because this is reviewed really well, and I love the looks of it, but I just haven't played it yet.
And a lot of people have talked about this game. My son played it first. Played on Game Pass, so I think it's everywhere. But it is such a cool aesthetic. It's got like these like very gray but some reds, and it kind of feels bullet helly in a first person perspective. The world is very unique. It kind of gives you Destiny vibes in a lot of ways, sometimes what they do their mechanics, but it's not like roguelite. It's just a standard first person campaign that I feel like values your time. It feels very good and it's fun. And I don't know if there's like an actual like gameplay, but but the creatures are weird. The guns are kind of cool.
Yeah,
It
it
just
looks
feels
right up
so
my alley. It looks
yeah, and it's like
fun as hell.
you've got to kill so many enemies, and like I said, it feels kind of like Saros, like like bullet hell
Yeah.
or
Yep.
what is Returnal. So and this
Returnal.
game
Yep.
is just like I said, it values your time, such unique aesthetic, and it's I don't know how much the game is elsewhere, but if you have Game Pass, it's free.
I was gonna say I know it's on Game Pass, but otherwise I think it's $30
Okay, that's
on
pretty good. So
Steam.
I'm sure you
There
could
is
get
a
on
demo too if you want a
sales.
demo.
Yeah, and I don't know, Clint, do you ever use like any of these deal sites for games?
Like
Like
Green Man
Deku
Gaming or
deals?
Fanatical,
Is there
anything
a
like
better
that.
deal?
Oh, I use like Is There Any Deal, I think it's called.
Yes,
I use
I
that one
use
a
Deku
lot.
deals too.
You just
Yeah,
type
just
it
look for
in,
games.
type
Yeah,
in the name, and they'll list every site that's selling it, and it'll tell you what the price is. It's
and you can limit to
phenomenal.
your platforms.
It's
Yeah, so
fantastic.
like a game I
Yeah.
really want to buy, and I've played it many times, but I want to own it now on Switch, and it's like it's not been on Switch cheap in like a million years, so it's
Mm-hmm.
Bloodroots. I love this game so much, but it's still $20, and I'm like,
I think
okay,
I've heard of
but
that
yeah,
one.
Deku deals. Is there any deal? Slick deals, Wario
Yep.
64. Cheap ass gamer, so
Wario
no limits to
64
that.
is a problem on my wallet because I subscribe to him
Yes.
on social media and I make it so every notification comes to me and it's just like,
Yep.
Jesus. But it's a wealth of news too, but every
Oh yeah,
game deal,
absolutely.
I'm like,
Yeah.
oh God.
I love it. I love it. I love it to pieces. It's so much fun.
Yep.
We
So
have.
good.
I'm glad we're informed consumers now, and we're in a great spot. So appreciate that. Well, very cool. That's just a great game to check out. So that's what I've been playing.
Nice. Nice. I haven't been up to too much. I've been kind of catching up on World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. It's kind of like the calm before the storm because honestly,
You gonna be
next
playing
week
on
it's
Switch too? All the Final Fantasy 14.
no,
Yeah.
that's a PC only one for me, but I am glad
Okay.
that it's everywhere so everybody can, experience it, so which is cool. And I guess it runs pretty decently on Switch too, so
Well,
that's
that's what I've
cool.
heard. Yeah, because it was from the ground up, made for
Yeah.
consoles with PlayStation,
Yep.
so makes it pretty
Yep.
easy. You don't worry about like button,
Yeah.
binding.
Yep.
Do you have to own a subscription for each platform
So
or
which
no?
is weird. What's weird is that if you have the subscription on PC and the game on PC, you have to buy the game separately, which is fine on PlayStation or Xbox, but the subscription carries over to that.
Okay.
However, the Switch 2 does not. You have to have a separate subscription. So if I like play on my PC a lot, but I want to take it on like the Switch 2, if I go somewhere or something, I have to have a separate subscription for the Switch 2 version, which is really
That is so weird.
it's so weird when Xbox and PlayStation doesn't require it. So there's got to be something with Nintendo there. So that kind of sucks, but yeah. So I've been catching up on that. Like I said, the floodgates are starting to open. This week starts with Mortal Shell 2, and then after that, there's like 2 games a week for till the end of the year, basically. So I've just been trying to like catch up on stuff. Battlefield 6, with the latest season. Been having fun with that. A lot of fun with that. But probably the thing that I've been playing kind of the most on I got it on Switch 2 as well was the shadow drop of the Lord of the Rings War in the North game. The Legacy
I was so
edition.
confused with what this game was because I ultimately forgot this happened. This game
I was
existed.
like, where did this come? I was like, did we know that this was coming? And it was just
well,
a
I'm like,
shadow.
is this an like turn-based RPG? What? Because there's a lot of different versions. So
there's so many.
It's
There's
hard
like
to know
Lord
which
of the
one it
Rings
is.
Conquest. There's Lord of the Rings this,
Yeah.
that, this, and this is one of the good ones. It's really good. It originally launched on the 360 PS3, and it's a party system where there's 3 of you, so you can play it co-op or the team is controlled by computer. A solid story, good combat that still holds up. It looks pretty good still.
So is this like a Diablo like?
It kind of like a third person Diablo. There's loot that you get and you have to upgrade your loot. There's different tiers of like easy, normal, hard, that you can play co-op through the whole thing with or just solo. but solid story, pretty, and it's just fun. It's really good on the Switch to like pick up, play a few areas of the map. There's a lot of content in there. They give you like all the DLCs and pre-ordering stuff that was allowed. So when you log in, you get like a list of armor that you got. But if you just straight through it with just the story, you're looking at about like 20 hours of gameplay. But if you're doing all the quests and side stuff, you're looking at more like 30, and it's like $17, and it still holds
online
up.
Co-op?
It is, yeah. Yep.
Oh, very cool.
It's online co-op.
So this launch
on
like the 360,
and PS3.
PS3.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the games we really want are the EA Lord of the Rings games, right? Because I own a couple of those games on the original Xbox, so I can actually play them backwards.
Yeah, and those were really good too. So it was cool to see this get shadow dropped, which is awesome because, like I said, it's a good one. So hopefully those other ones get kind of,
I think
pushed up too.
Aspire,
Aspire
did the ports. So I'm guessing Aspire's been pretty good about like getting like Star Wars license and things.
Yeah, because they did Battlefront 2, they dropped that one.
Mm-hmm.
And now this one, I'm not sure if they've done other ones. So it seems like they're kind of like the go-to to kind of like remaster a little bit and then release older games, which I'm all for. All for it.
So Favorite says Legend of California. I have no clue what that means.
I'm not sure either.
Is that like Robert California from like The Office?
I'm rewatching The Office, by the way. Yeah.
Oh,
for the 100th time.
I love that. Well, I'm finally watching Arrested Development for the first time. I'm on season 4 now, which is very weird. Yeah,
so
I mean,
I'm watching the super fan edits of The Office because they're all out now. So it makes the episodes probably about like 5 to 10 minutes longer. There's a lot of added like random shots in there, and they're pretty good.
Who did that? Was it like Peacock did that or something like
you can only get it on, you can only watch it on Peacock. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Legend of California. This was
okay. I got it. So I think this is the most recent. It's like, oh, okay, here it is. This is something. This is their video. Is this by one of the Fallout guys?
I want to say it was like by one of the Blizzard guys or something. It's somebody.
Okay.
It's somebody. But
it's a person.
It's somebody's like dream game.
Is there magic, or is it just like?
I think it's just Western stuff.
Western bow and arrow. Like, oh, you Native American with bows? Jeff Kaplan,
he was. He was in. He did World of Warcraft. He was like one of the original people, though.
So this is like Red Dead Redemption, the open world,
like a survival type of thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it is like Old West. Okay.
Yeah, like a survival Western. Kind of feeling it. I'll check it out.
Unless there's like zombies in the Old West or like some like stuff. I'm like the Old West. Like my dad loved Westerns, but I'm like, I'm just not. It's old. It's dusty. It's gross. I mean, maybe Wild West. Make it like that where it's like steampunky and it's like, oh, we're the what is it? What's the the group of like the law guys you'd bring in from like the Old West times? Tinkertons or the
Pinkertons.
Yep. Yes, bring them in. Yep. I'm all for it. But yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you're gonna get like some type of like syphilis from a prostitute in this, and then have the the marshals. Yep. So yeah. So now I want like Jonah Hex, that type of like ridiculousness, or Briscoe County Jr. Briscoe County Jr. should have had a game, but it is what it is. Very cool. I'm excited for that. Yeah, just can't. I'm glad some of these games are getting brought back, especially licensed games. They get delisted. Buy them when you can. There's no guarantee they'll stick around. So wild card really quickly. So we don't like. I mean, Lanterns, like Nissa said, it's out. Yeah, so we need to go.
I'm gonna watch that.
Definitely. Absolutely. Super excited. Really quickly, wild card. Music. I saw Bare Naked Ladies at the Mystic Lake Amphitheater. This is our brand new amphitheater in Minnesota. It's down in my neck of the woods. It's Mystic Lake is like a casino area, and they've never had a really good amphitheater. This place is pretty cool. I think
I saw them 2 years ago live. I think 2 years. Yeah,
I've seen them at various points in my life. I saw them in college.
Nice.
Saw them like 10 years ago at this really cool outdoor event. And they played with like Howard Jones and OMD. So like that old, pop stuff. And then this version was Train was the headliner.
Nice.
Bare Naked Lady was like the midliner, and then we had this guy I never heard of was the opener. I'm not a huge Train fan, but I wasn't going to see them. I was going to see Bare Naked Ladies, and Train just happened to be there doing their thing. Which I would have stayed longer for Train, but it was 3 hours after the show started when Train finally showed up. Like,
oh Jesus!
I don't think you should have 3 bands
when it's that long. Yeah,
especially when it starts at like.
I'm too old for that. I'm too old for that, Todd. I have 2 concerts week after next that I'm going back to back to, and I'm like, my back is already hurting. Like,
and if you're not into the big songs, nice. You're like, I know the songs from the radio station.
Ooh,
great,
I like how that's
but I'm like,
the grass is like elevated. That's cool.
Yeah, this is our
so you like park under
amphitheater.
It.
Yeah, so it's like there's actually
a great idea.
Like, there's a racetrack over here, which is kind of cool. Which is, I mean, you can just probably get a spot where you can see it kind of. So let me pause that. So there's a racetrack, like horse racing right here. Down the road, there's like actually a huge casino. And then, there's this grass part. It's amazing. They have like,
that's awesome.
Vendors. You can play like just chairs, just sit there and hang out.
Yep.
And then all these great spots here. And then below there, Clint, the really rich people, they have like these awesome, like luxury boxes with TV screens. And it's all here. It's beautiful. It's really amazing.
That's a nice one. If you just
want to hang out here, you can before you even leave. But yeah, there's like cornhole or, bags you can play there. Great place. Loved it. It was awesome. Sounded great. Lots of parking, easy to get in and out of. I love it to pieces. It's like 10 minutes from where I live. So love it to pieces.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. But you know what? What's not great about concerts these days? Guess how much like just a decent beer was.
Oh God. I'm gonna say, I'm trying to think. It's gonna be like what, like $13? Maybe more.
Oh, no. Silly Clint.
Oh no.
Oh, silly Clint. $23 for like just local beer. I mean, I'm sure a Bud would have been like 18, but I'm not going to drink that. That's how much like a 12-pack costs. So like, guess how much a cocktail costs.
That's Jesus, it's gonna be like 30 or something.
26, but you can get a shot for $5 extra.
Oh well, there's that. Small miracles.
I just had to say, no, I'm not drinking anything. I'm not getting anything. I am not buying any food. Thank God I went to Burger King beforehand.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it horrible. And then shirts are $45. I mean, so it's like,
guys, crazy.
The shirt doesn't cost $45.
I think I have someone at my door. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I'll
keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll keep spilling. But yeah, folks, this was kind of cool. Mystic Lake, new great place to see concerts. I love concerts. And because it's the first year I got to see Bare Naked Ladies, these 3 bands, saw like 3 songs from Train for like $45. I'm like, hey, perfect. I love Bare Naked Ladies, one of my favorite bands. The saddest thing is Stephen Page is still not with the band. So, but the cool part was the lead singer, his son, is part of the band now. So really great time. Really had fun. Bare Naked Ladies puts on an amazing show. So yeah, that was my concert performance and a little preview for next week coming up. I'll be seeing My Chemical Romance, the 25th anniversary, and I'll put this up on the screen, of the Black Parade. They're performing, and I love the band. But I don't know everything about them. I don't know all the songs. So very excited to see them and cannot wait to just get that experience. I believe there's one band opening for them, but and I'm not sure if they're just doing the Black Parade or other things as well. So I really need to listen a little bit more before I get into it. But I do love My Chemical Romance. And I've got friends coming from Washington, my buddy from college with his 2 adult kids, and we're just gonna have a great time. So I'm excited for that. And I think that's playing at, I have to look at my tickets actually. Let me just look this up. I'm riffing while Clint is fighting off zombies or dinosaurs, maybe. I'm not sure. Gotta see where it's playing in Minneapolis. I think it's either at Target Field or US Bank Stadium. I hope it's I mean, I don't know. I've been to both. I don't love US Bank Stadium. If you don't have good seats, it's so painful. It's really far away. It's really high up. Let me just go here. I'll just go to the web and look that up while I riff. Clint will be back in a second. If he's not, hopefully his daughter will be checking on her dad because, we don't want anything bad to happen. But let me look really quick in Minneapolis. And, I mean, I really like the creator because of My Chemical Romance because he actually wrote Umbrella Chronicles, which I think is really cool. Really like that comic, and it's kind of neat what they do. But yeah, My Chemical Romance will be playing at Target Field, Black Parade, 2026. I believe this is the 25th anniversary, and the special guest is Sleater Kenny. And once again, aware of Sleater Kenny, but not so much known for what music they do. But yeah, I guess I'll have to look at some of their songs too. I believe they're like, I think it's two sisters maybe doing like cool punk stuff. So can't really live thing. So guys, while Clint's coming back, what was the last concert you saw? I've seen a lot of concerts lately. Saw Bruno Mars, and let's see, who else did I see previously? I'll think of it, but I just really love live music. So probably see some more stuff before the end of the year. Also see a lot of musicals. I just saw when I was out, went to the Tom Mold. I don't know Tom Mold. Is that like what's the one guy? Bob Mold? Bob Mold, I think he was part of like Grateful Dead, I think, maybe. But Tomb Mold. Sorry, getting that wrong. Yeah, I don't know, but if there's a cool song you'd recommend by Tomb Mold, absolutely tell me. And then last, Toomba, Tomb. Yes, the Tomb. Yes, I'm bad at pronunciation. And then Baldwin Sulfur. I don't think we're gonna do a concert, dude. Go to dude. I don't know if you're either. Go to concert. Either just a small band. Local,
just anything,
coffee shop, piano bar, live music rocks. It makes it brings your soul out. They say touch grass, say touch music. Get around others,
hear music.
Beer. If you don't like beer, have a daiquiri, have a soda, and just see some cool music, and they'll make your life different because
and like you said, it doesn't have to be like a Gillette Stadium thing. It can literally go down to your local bar or local park that just has music going, and it's just fun, just a good time.
I like going to like small venues. It's one of my favorite.
Same.
In Minneapolis, we have First Avenue, others, but I've like even like the Polo Club. Polo Club? Yeah, I think it was. I saw Matthew Sweet there. It was probably like 200 people in the joint, and I was sitting by the bar, stand on my stool and look up because I'm a short dude. The worst thing about concerts if there's tall people there, or there's assholes that ruin your good time. Yeah, like people that just talk and rather than listen to the songs. I don't know if you sing along, but man, just engage with the concert.
It's something. It's something.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So Clint, ask you, what was the last concert you saw?
The last one I saw, I think, was Bush.
Okay.
Which was Gavin Rossdale was phenomenal.
Nice.
It was such a good show. We go to a lot of concerts. Like next week, we're going to see. So it's back to back. On Thursday, we're going to see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, and then the night after that, we're seeing Empire of the Sun, which is an Australian band. So
Marilyn Manson is like not in jail or anything. I can't remember.
And I'm excited to see Marilyn Manson because I like Marilyn Manson, but the times that I have seen him is when he's been at his worst, where he's been alcoholic, dealing with troubles. So he puts on a decent show, but you can tell that, he's just, but now he's clean. I've watched a few videos of recent concerts, and they're like night and day from what I've seen. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that, and good for him to
I hope he finds his way because I mean,
right?
Nothing like destroying your name, your character, and everything. And it's like
yeah.
Do better, guys. But it is
Yeah.
what it is. So moving on, we're wrapping this up with the last thing that is in your wild card, Clint.
So I've been reading. So I've been kind of in a slump on reading. Ever since the last Dungeon Crawler Carl book, I've started reading multiple books, but and they're good, but I just can't. It's just not clicking. And
okay.
but I recently have been reading this book called Slewfoot, which is by the author Brom, Brom. And
I always knew him just as a illustrator, to be honest.
Right. And this is the first time I've heard of him, and I guess he is like a very big illustration. And this book is phenomenal. It's set in like Connecticut, 1666, during like the witch trials and stuff like that. Awesome period piece of like her getting to know this nature god that's also like a kind of like basically the devil, and it just goes along this story where she acts out revenge against the town, but it's written so well, and it's just like the things that women specifically had to go through back then during just anything in general. But like if you looked at somebody wrong, you were basically a witch, and the things that they did to you and stuff. Super good book. So it's got me kind of like back into like, yes, this is what I want. But he'll probably be the next book I get too, because I guess he does one called the Child Thief, and it's a spin. Okay. It's a spin on Peter Pan from Neverland, where Peter Pan's actually evil and he's actually kidnapping kids for like terrible reasons. I'm not sure exactly what, but he's done like a Krampus one. And these are the Audible ones I've been listening to, which are very good. Okay. But apparently, when you buy the books, he does the illustrations in them as well. And
nice.
Like you said, I guess the illustrations are very well done. So
it's fantastic. I remember seeing a lot of his art, and I'm like, this guy is really cool. I believe it's just mainly painted. I don't think he does a lot of like illustrations like in comics. But I mean, look, if you look here, it's like, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
So after reading this, I'm almost done with it. I'm like on like the last chapter. I've instantly added all of his books to like wish list. So it kind of brought me out of that slump.
Gotta love it. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'm not a great reader. My ADHD has kind of hurt my ability to stay focused on the page. A lot of graphic novels help me through, but audiobooks are great. Clint, guess what? Guess where I'm at with Dungeon Crawler Carl?
Are you still on the book one?
Still on book one.
Hey, at least you started it though. There you go.
There you go. I don't know how much more I have to do, but when I get on a long car ride or something like that, it's perfect. So love that. You know what? Taking in a story, do it however you can. Audio, page,
as long as you're there, it doesn't matter. As long as you're enjoying it, that's all that matters.
Exactly. Well, very cool. Well, really quickly, best things next week. I will say it's my friend visiting me. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff. Gonna have a good time. Gonna show him around. So that's really it. But I will be watching Lanterns tonight. So that is literally
that's what I'm gonna
after this show. Clint, anything else for next week?
Next week, biggest thing probably I'm looking forward to is apparently in the new Insidious movies out, which apparently that's popping out.
That's the Lorraine and Ed and Lorraine Ghost Hunters?
No. It's part of that.
No, universe, that's The Conjuring, right?
Yeah. But I think that's in the same universe. I think. Probably, I don't know. There's so much.
With the nun lady, maybe too.
Isn't the nun. Too? The nun is part of all that. Yeah.
The doll. But then, is the doll in that too?
The doll is probably the biggest part.
Much.
Yeah. There's so much. But probably the biggest thing next week I'm looking forward to is or this week is Mortal Shell 2 video game. Definitely looking forward to that. Kind of like a Souls-like type of thing.
Yeah. I think I've seen video and I'm like, yep, that looks like a game that I'm not going to be good at. And I can let other people play it.
Not for everybody.
Too many games, folks. You don't have to like them all.
Way too many. Way too many.
Yeah, and I can hear all about it from you. And like I said, sounds great. Don't get your ass kicked. Well, that is it for the show. Wow. Like we said, we went deep. A lot of news, a lot of fun. But why we do this is because man, the world sucks, but sometimes we need some things that make us
You
feel better.
need
And
a
I
little
think
break and just talk to your friends.
exactly. We don't go deep. We don't go hard. We don't yuck anybody's yum. We just say, enjoy. I'm glad you like it. And then just,
That's
it's like,
right. Have
it's
a good
Minnesota nice
time.
for saying, oh, that's interesting. Meaning, ugh, freak.
Right?
You know what?
Right?
No judgment. Exactly. Exactly. So with that, Clint, thank you again for joining us. Man, I thank you for the
Always a
crew that
pleasure.
joined us tonight. It was great. Thank you so much. I can't even remember everybody was on, but you know what? If you were part of the show and you made our lives better, thank you so much for that. And if
Indeed.
you are interested in being on the show on a future week to talk about the things you love, let me know. Send me a DM on the various ways I'll tell you very soon. Before we do that, Clint, where can people find you and the awesome things you do?
Pretty much just type in "spreading the nerd" and we'll pop up for like X, Blue Sky, YouTube. Try and get a Twitch going, but like TikTok, a lot of stuff on there. And then, but yeah, mainly YouTube and X at the moment. Though I'll probably swatch over to Blue Sky more, I think. But yeah, just type us in. You'll find us.
Excellent. Love it. Yeah, and look at this fancy. Oh no, that's not the one I want. This is what I want. There we go. Check out Spreading the Nerd down
There we
there
go.
as it scrolls across the screen. I want to do a shout out really quickly. Taye Talks. I was a guest on his podcast. He's out there. We had a great time. He's part of our the Discords that are out there. Just a great guy from Ireland. He grew up in Nigeria, but he's in Ireland, and some really cool guys get to listen to hear about their thoughts on gaming. It's a little bit more gaming, very like into the weeds on like all those things, which I don't get into much these days. So very fun. But yeah,
Nice.
there's so many cool people out there in the world that are making awesome content.
There
So
are.
check out Spreading the Nerd for sure.
Thank you.
And if you are doing some cool things, definitely let us know. We'll do a shout out. With myself, I would say, check me out on socials. I'm at Toxtra, at Todd Oxtra on the Blue Skies Instagram. But really, please check out the Fandom Foundry at the Fandom Foundry on Blue Skies Instagram. Check out our YouTube channel. Check out our website. Check out our Discord and subscribe on YouTube, or check us out on podcast services around the globe. We're talking more fantasy football on the Waiver Wire Wizards. We're talking to cool people that make awesome things on MakerCast. And I talk to people that talk about their gaming history on why we play. So check out those shows. And if you want to be on the show, let me know. My DMs are always open. So with that, Clint, thank you for making my week so much better. And
Always
folks,
a pleasure.
if you didn't have a great week, make your week the best thing ever next week. So with that, thanks all. Thanks for joining. Have a great night. We'll talk later. Bye.